Traveling Tony. Welcome to my channel. I'm here in Tanzania. We're about to start our day. I'm gonna hit the topic as we go through the day. I just want to say shout out to my subs. Thank you for watching my content, liking and commenting, sharing, and telling your friends about me. Thank you very much to my subscribers. One last time, we're gonna get into this video. Thank you.
So today we're gonna talk about the advantages that foreign women that come to Tanzania and get married have over foreign men that come to Tanzania and get married. I learned about this when I went to Uhamiaji, the immigration office in Dar es Salaam. It's located downtown. It's a government building. In order to enter this building, you have to wear long pants. Shorts are not allowed. If you try to enter with shorts, they'll tell you to go. You also cannot enter the building with any bags. So me, I walk with a backpack because I do a lot of actual walking. So I have water and other emergency items in my bag. So if you are like me, a nomad, and you have things on your person, you might want to leave them at the house to take a trip to Uhamiaji and learn more about immigration. Towards the end of the video, I'll have the actual immigration law for foreigners that are trying to obtain residency in Tanzania. So let me explain to you what the guy told me. So women can be dependents, men cannot. Men are providers. That's how it works in patriarchies. So as a man, you are not allowed to qualify for a dependent residency visa. Only women can do that. That is a huge advantage they have. Now, before I understood the differences between matriarchs and patriarchs, I thought it was some bullshit. I was like, why are foreign women allowed to come here and be dependents, but men can't? The guy was trying to explain it in English, but you know English is a second language. His English was pretty good, but I just didn't understand the concept behind it. So as I've been living here for a while, doing all these local things, cultural things, understanding the gender roles between men and women, how everyone has their specific assignment in these kind of countries, how it keeps things in line to where we don't have gender reassignments like how we do in the West. So it makes sense. Kenya also has dependent passes as well. So all you have to do is get married, and the person needs to sponsor you, needs to be a Kenyan resident or citizen. It's actually very simple. At first, I was questioning all these things because, like I said, I wasn't used to it. In the West, we have 50-50. We don't have a society to where the man is the breadwinner and he takes care of the home. A lot of times, the woman is the breadwinner in the West. My mother, for example, is a doctor. She's always made more money than my dad. After spending so much time in these patriarchal societies, I realized that the West is majority matriarchal. Even when you look at Latin America, places like Brazil, Colombia, Dominican Republic, a lot of those heads of households are women. Just take a look at how many men consider themselves to be feminists in Latin America. I was actually disgusted by this number, but it makes sense. You got places like Colombia, DR, Brazil, well, Colombia and Brazil, where the age of consent is 14, and that's not how it goes in these patriarchal conservative societies. Like, you don't see grown men with 14-year-old children. You don't have 14-year-olds procreating with other 14-year-olds, creating single-parent homes. There's a reason why the Americas have the highest percentage of single-parent homes in the world. We don't take any care to preserve our societies. Living in these Eastern patriarchal societies has taught me how important gender roles are. The fact that in the West we come from a man-hating society, I do not know how most Western women would fare in a position where they're required to do womanly, quote-unquote, duties, which will be taking care of the home like a traditional woman. I don't know what percentage of women would be okay with coming to be a dependent in another country. Probably not too many. It's not something that a lot of people are trained to be able to tolerate from the West. Even as men coming to these traditional countries from the West, it'll be a culture shock to have to provide 100% for your household. We're not taught that in the West, so it could be a little difficult for someone to step into that role. It'll take time. You have to understand what exactly you are coming into. They don't prepare us for this. When we learn about these other countries, we don't actually learn anything about the culture. We just say, oh, another country is not as good as America. But that's not really the case. Why, if it's not as good as America, why are their family structures still together? Why do I see man, wife, and children, just normal families living very happy lives together? Even if they don't have the most money, they're still happier together than they are apart. And that actually has taught me a lot. Living in a patriarchy has actually made me respect women's bodies even more. I actually gained a whole new level of respect for women in these patriarchal societies because I understand their role, and their role is so vital in the development of children. So this is the dependency qualifications guidelines for Tanzania. If you want to see the one for Kenya, you're going to have to look at that one specifically. I didn't want to make this video too long, but as you can see, they tell you exactly what the qualifications are here for people that might be interested in being a dependent wife in Tanzania or Kenya. Thanks.